Pyeongchang, Korea, the 2018 Winter Olympic venue, and for the first time since 2017, an IBSF World Cup returns to the track. While in very mild conditions, it was a topsy-turvy race. In the second of the two heats of the first race of the season, Great Britain's Freya Tarbit from 16th position drove herself ahead of Italy's Valentina Margalio to take the lead. This stage, nothing special was expected, but a nice clean run from Tarbit put her ahead of her Italian rival. She carried great speed in the lower corners, and uphill from corner 15 through to the finish line, she had a handy 35/100ths of a second advantage. Next up was her teammate Amelia Coltman. Amelia, having finished 15th in the first heat, also needed to find something a little special to move up the order. First task, of course, was to put Tarbit behind her. Friends and teammates they might be, but on track they are still sliding rivals. And if you can't beat your teammate, you're never going to win anything. So the first port of call for Coltman was to build speed, and she did so. A nice clean run, avoiding some of the many pitfalls on the Pyeongchang track. She had the lead, but there were still 14 sleds to go. 13th after the first heat, Nicole Silveira from Brazil. Her previous best result in any World Cup race was a 7th place in Innsbruck in Austria last season. Climbing to those giddy heights at this stage of the race seemed unlikely. Nevertheless, it was a polished performance from Silveira, and with good speed down at the bottom, she came close to holding her advantage over Amelia Coltman. But a couple of late skids just took the edge off her pace, and she would be in second place at the line. Between the two British sliders, Coltman still the leader. As we got to the top 10, we found Xiaodan of China in 10th position overall. Her career highlight has been a silver medal in women's skeleton, but that was not going to be the case today. Coltman's second heat was looking increasingly difficult to beat as the track lost pace. British slider had trouble seeing on her way down in the first heat. The hood of her race suit had slipped over her eyes a little, so she cut it off before race 2, and with nothing to lose, just let the sled fly. Her rivals, who were better placed, didn't have the pace to rein her in. Coltman was still in the leader's box. Austria's Janine Flock had been the first heat leader. Amelia Coltman of Great Britain in 15th place, 1.22 seconds slower on the first run. But Coltman incredibly still led on the slow track. Janine Flock did everything she could to try and maintain her advantage. With more than 100 World Cup races under her belt, she knows how to deal with almost anything. But even hanging on to the lead in these conditions was just beyond her. A fraction behind of the line, sensationally, Amelia Coltman claimed her first World Cup podium with gold. Janine Flock took silver, and Nicole Silveira also a first medal with bronze. It was quite the race.